Tokyo Game Show has brought with it a breadth of news for the Monster Hunter franchise. During the Capcom showcase, we received new information about Monster Hunter Wilds Title Update 3 as well as Title Update 4. We also received new information for Monster Hunter Stories 3, which is a game that I'm super excited to jump into next year. All of that I covered in yesterday's video, which is available here on the channel in case you guys still haven't checked it out. But one of the things that was absent from the Capcom showcase was Monster Hunter Outlanders. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with this particular title, this is something that I've been following ever since it was announced. It's mostly curiosity on my part. The gameplay does look pretty fun, but I am also incredibly hesitant when it comes to this title because this is a title that is being worked on primarily for mobile. And as you guys know, I don't really do mobile games. It's just that the gameplay looked interesting and therefore it's Monster Hunter. Interesting gameplay. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll check it out, even if it is primarily a mobile game, just because I'm kind of like curious about it. But ultimately, my biggest concern when it comes to this is going to be the business model, because as we all know, whenever it comes to mobile games, they are very much monetized in a predatory fashion that I'm not a big fan of. But, you know, there has been some new information that was released for Monster Hunter Outlanders, and that is what we're going to be covering in today's video. So there's an update to their website. There's a brand new trailer that we're going to be reacting to and checking out and breaking down to the best of my ability. And there's also some gameplay that was posted on this Chinese channel, and we're going to be checking that out as well. In case you guys want to check out this video without my commentary, there's going to be a link to it in the description of my video so that you guys can go and check it out for yourselves if this is just something that you want to see for yourselves, and then come back and see my commentary on it. But anyways, let's get started by having a look at the website and see what they're telling us here. Adventurers! Let's head off, explore a new hunting island on your smartphone. You put the word smartphone on anything and it just makes me kind of like be very hesitant to try it out. But I mean, look at this gorgeous landscape that we have here, right? Look at your character gliding through, flying through the world. You know, this is the thing, right? I'm very hesitant because of monetization. We'll see what that monetization is going to be like, but not gonna lie, it looks pretty friggin' cool. So they have a couple of showcase situations here. They say Capcom license a hunting adventure, wield classic weapons and brand new skills on the go. You see some wonky shenanigans. You see the usual true charge slash, but then you see like this weird, more powerful version maybe of him like kind of leaping into the air. So that's probably like some type of a new skill that you get to do with the greatsword. New adventures, new companions. Hunt with new companions and explore a new island. See, this is the part that I have a significant degree of concern with, because companions usually implies gacha, which that would be what I expect that this is going to be. And gacha, very rare. I mean, not very rarely. I don't think I know a single gacha game that is actually fair. Like, I know that there's a lot of gacha enjoyers out there. I don't know of like a single gacha game where you can be like, nah, this game's not pay to win. What are you talking about? So that's the thing. All new radiant species. A new formidable species awaits your challenge. So it's going to be, you know, something like a super special tempered version, I would imagine, except instead of being tempered, it's called radiant. I guess maybe kind of like the anomaly would be something a bit more familiar to people who've played Rise and Sunbreak. I'd expect Radiant to be something along those lines, probably based on whatever island thing they got going there. Gather resources and build facilities. Journey through the vast world in your ways. See, this is one of the interesting things where you can actually build stuff out into the world. I'm curious to see how that is going to plan out. And then they just show you the whole exploration. Conquer ever-changing landscapes. Explore a vast and varied hunting world. Then in here we have the news section, and one of the latest news is that they are now doing closed beta recruitment. You can come to the official website. It is monsterhunteroutlanders.com, and you can sign up for the beta if this is something that you're interested in. Then if we go to investigation notes, they show us some of the companions that are going to be available in the game, which again just leads me to believe this is likely going to be a gacha. So we have here Raya, who is obviously sporting cool Yaku stuff. They even show the cool Yaku A monster icon signifying that, like, this is her thing, I guess. The Desert Wind said, I have an amazing encounter today. Hope turns out I was right. And then it says, the type of this companion is Disruptor. So it looks like you're going to have some form of roles in this game, which I don't know exactly what Disruptors are supposed to be. She's got the dual blades. Then we have Madeline, who is a support. She plays the bow. Assuming she's going to do like some type of buffs and debuffs. She probably has like the thing where, was it Iceborne, where you could do the shooty thing with the bow that would buff people with, or was that Rise and Sunbreak? I don't really play bow, but in one of those you were able to do basically demon powder with the bow or whatever, so I would assume it'd be something like that. She'll be able to debuff monsters with poison because she obviously is rocking Puke Puke. So she'll be able to do poison damage and at the same time buff you with attack up or something like that, be what I'd expect. Then we have, obviously, a longsword character because, you know, you need a longsword character. All living things love my performance because in it they can see themselves. Assault, longsword, obviously sporting the Rathian set right here. Then we have Pepe. Hey, I got real close to a monster earlier. It was super fluffy. She's also a disruptor type, and she uses the heavy bowgun. Then you also have some pets here, some companions, buddies. Buddies native to Aso land, skilled at using tools and radiantites to build. So you have Rurikhan, who is a disruptor. Then you have Trillion, who is a support, owl-type creature. And then you have your Palico. Palico is not native to Aso land. This guy says skilled using their voices to support adventure. So I'm thinking maybe what's it called? You know, the little horn that you get in. Why am I missing the name of it? You guys know what I'm talking about. When the Palico blows the horn, you get buffs. Probably what he does, except this one does it with his beak. And then you have the Palico, which is buddies who journeyed with adventurers to Aso land, skilled with various weapons and items. I would expect them to add stuff like palamutes and whatnot later, because if my suspicions are correct, and it is going to be a gacha, they'll want to add a bunch of those, and probably you'll have different types of Palicos as well, I would imagine, but we'll see. And then they show us a couple of the monsters. We have Rathalos as well as Radiant Rathalos. The special environment on the island has caused this Rathalos to become radiant. Like the normal species, it can unleash powerful flame breaths, but it also has a dangerous set of claws, so beware of surprise attacks from above. Radiant species has become even more aggressive and will behave and attack differently than normal. The other one is just your standard Rathalos. But that's all of the information that we have here on the official website. Let's take a look at this trailer, shall we? Pre-alpha gameplay footage. Flying through, exploring the wide open world. This is one of the more appealing parts. Whether or not it's going to flow quite as seamless on your phone, we'll have to see. Hunters getting ready for a hunt. That's your traditional True Charge Slash. I don't know if that's a follow-up to the True Charge Slash or what the deal is, but that's definitely like a new move that I feel like we haven't seen before. The Captain Levi move. Wait, what monster was that? Legiana. Wait. She's the longsword user. She's got a loot? Tail chop. Notice how the tail was glowing. Probably a radiant Rathian, I would imagine. Or maybe that's just a mark that you can harvest it. I don't know. That would definitely be a radiant Anjanath, radiant Rathalos. Bear off! Oh no, this is the radiant Rathalos. Boom. Okay, like, look, I have to, like, I'm sorry, Capcom. Dude, like, I'm sorry, bro. These guys get the idea, okay? At least with the cooking, they get the idea. Like, that's what we're talking about. Hells yeah. Palico's preparing my meal. Yes. Okay? None of this Tashin slop that we get with, like, Tashin and his bowl of disgusting veggies. Okay? And by the way, I love veggies. Alright? But Tashin stuff just looks nasty. I would never eat that. Sorry, bro. Look at that. You get harvesting of trees, building your tents, updrafts. Oh. See, this is actually a pretty good representation of all the longsword mains. They all share a single brain cell. See, there's a single brain cell among these three hunters right here. There's a single brain cell among them. And it just screams, Spirit Helmbreaker. The Trillion coming in? Was that an AoE heal? Yeah, it looks like he's doing an AoE heal. And it follows him. Interesting. Wait, that almost looked like somebody was controlling it. Does that mean that one of the players was controlling the Trillion? Because notice, like, the camera is centered on it. So one of the players, I mean, they could have just had this modified, you know, camera modified just to showcase the thing. But it almost feels like this would be something a player would do. Big cannon. What was that? What? That's like a mini Paolumu bomb? I mean, for starters, you shoot this big ball at him with this cannon. That's weird. She inflates a Paolumu balloon bomb and then shoots it at the monster. Wait, that was even more there. Like, what was that? What was that jumping thing? I need to watch this in slow motion, bro. What the hell is going on? Rocket jumps? And then does like a special shot. No, it's not a rocket jump. Like the monkey helps her do it. Oh, that's why they said the monkey's good at building stuff. So the monkey goes and he builds that little jumping platform and then helps her jump into the air and shoot the Paolumu. Okay, let's go back to normal speed because that sound is grating as hell. Monster Hunter Outlanders. I mean, it's like I said, the gameplay looks good, right, on paper. I mean, the little bits that were in there that were gameplay, because there's also a lot of like cinematic stuff that you're actually not gonna get to do. Like that whole final thing is just a bunch of cinematics all chained together, right? But like, oh, I'm jumping off of this thing, and then you jump off of that thing, and then yay, let's go. Like, see, monkey setting up the jump. Dual Blades user jumps. Then Trillion shows up. She jumps on the Trillion, shoots the bow. And then the long sword slashes through the fireball. I mean, I guess you can what's it called? Foresight slash it. But you're not well, no, you could also Yai slash it, I guess. I guess you can Yai slash that fireball, but still, you know, this is a bunch of stuff that it's going to look very different in game. Let's put it like that. But there were some moments in there that were of gameplay, and the moments that were in there that were of gameplay, it looks good. It does. Like, but let's actually take a look at what it looks like when it's in your hands. So again, the link to this video is in the description of the channel. Let's see what this is about. So wait, right off the bat, let me just lower the volume here because I'm going to be pausing this a lot. Okay, so right off the bat, you see that it is your character with the dual blades companion, it seems. Okay. Oh no, it's just... Oh, you get to choose from each of the characters that you have available too. So this is like a character selection screen here. So it seems like you can either play with... Because there's going to be a character that you get to make, which is like your main character. Almost like, you know, how in... I mean, I think they were calling it a fated character. I forget exactly where I read that. But... kind of like in Genshin, where like you have the one character that you start the game with, then there's all the gacha characters that you actually want to play. I feel like that's going to be the similar vibe here. So if you want to play a specific weapon, ooh, I was just thinking about the gacha stuff. If you want to play like if I want to play the gun lance, do I need? Well, for starters, we didn't even know if this is going to have a gun lance, but assuming that there would be a gacha character with a gun lance, does that mean if I want to play the gun lance, I gotta pull the gun lance character? Looks like each of these comes pre-made with their own setup. So these are the characters that we saw on the website. And this is the main character, I think. Oh, looks like... Oh, no, he gets to choose. Okay. The main character gets to choose the weapon. So you have longsword, bow, greatsword, dual blades, and bowgun. That's a pretty small weapon choice, brother. Not a single shield weapon? Not one? We're not even getting like the basic sword and shield at the very least? Damn, bro. That's a bold choice. Looks like he's going to be playing the longsword character. So in here they're explaining the controls, which looks like standard mobile stuff. You have your thing over here on the left side to move your character. I would assume that you'll be able to aim up here, and that's what this means. Or maybe this is for like lock-on. But usually you'll be able to aim the camera on the right side of the screen, and then you have all of these different attacks. So you have rolling, standard attack, heavy attack, sheathing. I don't know what this one is. And this would be the thrust. There's like slash, fade slash maybe, and thrust. Audio glitches. Okay. Looks like this is a construction point. Bro's coming in here, building like an observation tower. Oh, and you get to look at the map when you're there. Is that a coral Puke Puke or a radiant Puke Puke? It looks like we get to see some of the other open worldsy things. You get to glide. Okay. Zip lines. Shoot yourself into a glider. There's a stamina system when you're gliding. Okay. Wonder if you can capture endemic life. Okay, bro's really excited about the island. Okay, that looks like it's radiant Puke Puke. Because it doesn't have the colors of coral. Is that a lock-on that he did right there? Oh, he's locking onto parts, even. He just locked onto the tail. Yeah, it's like I thought. The gameplay is very compromised. You know, not compromised. What is the... What I mean to say is, like, there's limitations that have been made due to the fact that you're playing on a mobile setup. Looks like you still have your standard gauge for the longsword there. Yep. What is that? I would want to play this on PC with an emulator or something. How do you access, like, consumables, such as potions and stuff like that? Just chop the tail. Oh, there's the potions. It looks like they showed up dynamically when he was below max health. The gameplay and animations look very faithful to what we know from Monster Hunter. With the exception of that, like, special move one that you saw. Looks like a lot of the actions are also dynamic. Like, there's something there for him to do with the palico. I'm not sure what that is about. Like, this icon right here. Time to carve. This is going to be an icon for you to get an updraft with whatever glider thing we have. You can see the minimap up here. Okay, there's some of the things that they're doing that have a cooldown. I mean, the thing is, this looks like a traditional hunt, right? Oh, what the hell's going on, YouTube? YouTube, please. As I was saying, this looks like a traditional hunt. Like, it looks like it'd be fun. It's just touchscreen controls is the biggest turnoff. So if we're able to like emulate this and play it on controller with PC or something like that. Damn! Holy crap, look at him just like barfing up a storm. Looks like they've also done a form of wirefall for certain dodges. Oh, damn. That was vicious. I find that interesting he's still locked onto the tail. I would assume you get to change that. Okay, carve him up and make a funny coat. Now the thing is, would you be able to craft stuff for that character, or does she only craft for your main character? And also, how do you level up the gacha characters? You just have to pull them again? And again, this is assuming they're gacha. At this point, I don't know if it's been officially confirmed or not. That's Rathalos' theme. The special. Looks like you might want to save that for other situations. What is that green thing? Is that like a stream of healing that's coming off of the companion or something? Is that an insect glaive? No, it's not insect glaive. It's a bow. What's that gauge? It's probably like some type of special mechanic based on the fact that they are radiant. We have wounds. It's not really, you know, wounds or tenderized parts, but maybe it is when they start glowing? No, because we didn't have that on the Radiant Puke Puke. Damn. Rathalos is leaving. Wouldn't you want to use the zipline there? Go a little bit faster. Is that... Wait, is that flash that he just used? Guess that might be what that symbol is. It's a flash because he's in the air. Does that mean you have unlimited flashes? Looks like they have dynamic healing for Monster Hunter Wilds. Rathalos all purpley from the radiantness. I guess you just hyper armor through everything with that move. Probably deal bonus damage based on your current sword gauge. Probably a unique mechanic of this character. Like, I don't think that your character, if you're using longsword, would be able to do the same thing. Because I think these characters will have their own unique mechanics. Maybe. Guessing he's trying to lock on, but... Oh, running out of time. That's probably for demo purposes. Ooh, the big winner. He's about to get that thank you for playing screen. Thank you for playing. I mean, it's like, so when he's playing, it definitely just feels like, you know, a standard Monster Hunter hunt, which I think it could be fun. Other than, like, you look, for instance, to the interface, and to me personally, it's very unappealing that, like, all of this mobile stuff on it and the touchscreen. Like, look, I'm an old boomer. Me and playing video games and touchscreens, I just always find it super awkward. I prefer the tactile feel of a controller, of a mouse and keyboard, something along those lines. Well, you know, touchscreens just don't feel like particularly good ways to play games. And I understand, it's a mobile game. What do you expect? Yada, yada, yada. It's just, you know, I'm expecting that hopefully there'll be like a PC version or something like that, or I will emulate it through Google Play or whatever it is and try it that way. Because that's the way that I'm interested in playing, right? Immerse myself into the world, do the thing, do the hunts. Assuming that is a possibility, this looks fun. Like, the biggest concern remains the same concern that I had at the beginning of the video, which is, what's the business model? That's the thing. That's always going to be the question. Maybe it's already been announced and maybe I missed that somehow on some press release or something. If you guys are aware of what it is, do type it out in the comment sections. Do let me know. Hit me up on Discord if you got links and stuff like that. Let me know. But like, from what I'm seeing right now, this looks like it'd be fun to hunt. But my biggest concern is, how do you progress these characters? Are they gacha characters? Do you get to craft like you did previous Monster Hunters? Like, I'm talking about actually crafting weapons for these characters. How does that even work? Right? But yeah, how fair is the gacha system going to be? Do you need to like spend your life savings on gacha pulls to make this work? Or can you just like slowly grind away and get whatever currency you need to be getting to do gacha pulls? And even assuming that it is gacha, might not be, I don't know. It's just like, it seems to me like the gameplay could be fun. But I need to see more. I need to see much, much more. Because this is just like, you know, show floor, demo, yada, yada, yada. But it does give us a good idea of what the gameplay looks like. And it looks fun. Like, it looks fun, but I need to get my hands on it to fully express it. I did sign up for the beta, and I will check it out. I recently, they had reached out to me. They said, hey, you want to do a paid opportunity? It's like, no, I don't want to do paid opportunities for this game. Because I want to be able to criticize it and not have people tell them like, they paid you and blah, blah. No, it's like, no, I don't take paid opportunities. I will play it. I will speak my mind on it, but I do not want to take paid opportunities for this. But yeah, we'll see what it pans out. You guys let me know what you're thinking in terms of Outlanders in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification icon, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe. Peace out.